computer. Excellent. So welcome everyone, welcome. It is our Monday Energize Flow. So we're just taking a moment or two just to kind of, open up the body. So it'll be a little bit of a mix of everything, just to kind of energize our bodies. If anything feels too strong, just come down to a child's pose or just take a few moments just to pause if you need to. We're going to start off standing and start with some standing flow, a little bit of qigong, and just kind of shed away that last year. Maybe this is your first practice of 2022. That feels really weird saying that. So just take a moment just to find a Wu Chi. So just a bit wider. Take a moment just to roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take a moment just to spread out those toes and tuck the tailbone under and lengthen through the spine. And again, maybe a nice deep breath in and an exhale, sigh out. Anything that's not needed, anything that came up today or anything that you kind of left locked in the body from last year. Just feel the expansion and contraction as we breathe in, feel everything opening. As we exhale, feel everything coming back into that kind of area just under the navel. We can even place our hands on this area just to connect. Breathing into this area, gentle ballooning. Filling up our energy bank of positivity and vitality for the rest of the week. And as we inhale, just slowly take the arms up, out, like into a Y shape to open the chest and shoulders. Slight lift to the front of the balls of the feet, and then as we exhale, just come back into making that sort of ball of energy. Breathing in, expand and open your heart. Exhale, connect and feel great. A lovely way to start Monday. Just letting go, just balancing our chi energy. Feeling a bit more connected and grounded to Mother Earth. And then just shake it out, just shake. Release all that tension, that knot, that restriction, that negative thought, just letting it go, sighing it out, shaking out the legs, wiggling out the shoulders if you've been working on your PC this morning and you're really tight, rounding the shoulders. And then taking a moment just to sway side to side, just gentle flow. Like you're taking that sun and moon energy, just gliding, so we're starting to opening up into the hips, breathing in and breathing out. And again, just that soft eye gaze, following the hands. Doesn't have to be too deep. Just glide and slide, that effortless flow. Take a moment to pause into the center, recenter yourself. We're going to take a forward fold now, so we're going to hold the hands on the hips. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to connect those core muscles and draw the navel into spine, soften the knees, and slowly just go halfway, stretching out the back of the hamstrings. Maybe you haven't done that for a while. Lengthen the tailbone and crown of head, and then place your left hand down and take a little twist like a window, open up the right arm and look up that right thumb. Keep connected through the core. Remember, this is quite intense for the hamstrings. Breathe in, a little twist as well. Nice detox for a Monday. Exhale, lower down. Lengthen the spine again. Come right on the tip of the fingertips. Struggling to touch the floor, just bend the knees and exhale, lengthen up. Do this one more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, extend. You're starting to feel a little warmer now. If you are, just take some layers off. Grab your water nearby if you need it. Reach up. And then we're going to turn towards the right side of your mat into kind of like a low lunge, and then come into a plank. You're Not ready for plank on the hands, then come onto the forearms. Let's just activate and open up the core, or activate and ask them to wake up. Push back through the heels. Don't tuck your tailbone under. Keep your spine nice and long. Push your sternum up. Take a breath in. Firing up those core abdominals. Little squeeze through the glutes. Rock your knees, walk your toes, and take a child's pose. Hold side to side. Now's a good time to take a few layers. Starting to get nice and warmed up. It's all about flowing through the body, listening to the body, breathing into it. And then we'll take our first possible down dog or elephant. So if you're not ready for down dog, then stretch the legs wider than your mat and take that elephant where the hands are wider and the elbows are a bit more soft. Trying to get the heels down to the floor, moving the head, just breathing into it. Sigh out any tension, anything that comes up, any knots, any restrictions, any tightness, and breathe. When you're ready, we're going to look forward. We're going to step to the top of our mat and start some sun salutations. So step through, but first of all, just hold there. Yeah, in your forward fold, grab hold of your elbows and that little pendulum swing left and right, really opening up through the lower back. So taking all the weight off the lower lumbar spine. Let the head just be heavy. When you're ready, take a flat back as we inhale, straightening the legs down, using the hands on the shins or the floor. So there's a nice long line from crown and head and tailbone. Core muscles in nice and tight, shoulders peeled away from the ears, and exhale, fold back down to your forward fold. Squeezing the navel in. So again, if you've forgotten about your pelvic floor muscles, that's your perineum and pelvic floor. Squeeze in, lift, draw that navel to spine and lengthen. And exhale, fold. We're going to roll up now one vertebrae at a time. Bring the hands through center in prayer position if you like. One at a time. Reach those arms up. And then just gently take a baby back bend. So now you're scooping your tailbone under and squeezing your butt cheeks together like you've got a lucky penny in between them. Look up. Take that smile. It's Monday. We made it on the mat. And exhale. Bring hands to prayer. Take a moment here just to set that intention. What is it that you're working on today? Side you'd like to focus on. Some self-care. As we inhale, we'll reach arms up. Take a little side bend now. You can have your side bend and then back to center. Breathe in. Good. Gently to the side. And then gently back to center. Good. Feeling all the way down, exhale. Let all the air out. Make your flat back ease out. We're going to try movement with breath. Don't worry if you're slightly behind. Exhale, fold. We're going to take a lunge now and take that Namaste A sequence. And exhale, push the down dog. Softly, more bend of knees if you need to. Inhale, come to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga or a cat-cow variation. Elbows tucked in. Inhale, roll the belly with the nose, squeeze the core glutes. Cobra or up dog if you're ready. Exhale, push back to down dog. Holding here for 3 breaths now, so you can again just get into that cue of where you want to be with it. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Step through now your back leg into the lunge position. Try to reset your hips so they're parallel and not one forward to the other. Step through into your forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come up through center. So some of you can come up with a flat back now if there's any back issues, or peel the spine up. Take your little baby back bend or stay neutral. Exhale. Come to heart center. Take a breath in between. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go again. Inhale. Raise arms up. Baby back bend. Exhale. Fold. Taking the spine in all the different directions. Opening up. Inhale halfway. Just moving all the fluids. Exhale. Getting that stagnant energy away. Get the back leg back. Take your lunge. Don't worry if you didn't run. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, way forward now. Come into that strong plank option on knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Woo, that was my first one of 2022. Inhale, nose to the chest. Yes, open that extension of the spine. Exhale, back. 3 rounds of breath in. Again, take a cleansing breath if you want to. In. Take a rest if you need to, and out. In. And out. Front leg steps through into your lunge. Remember, don't let this hip hoik forward, pull back. Step the back leg in. Toes can be together or hip distance for a bit more pelvic stability. The lower back's feeling tight. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. In up, squeeze the core muscles in, stacking 1 vertebrae at a time or flat back. Take your baby back variation and then exhale. Taking a breath in and out. Already feeling alive and buzzing with the energy. Let's take now our half moons. The side bends, elbows next to the ears. Take your arms to the back, hips to the front. Back to center, breathe in. That nice lateral bending work of the spine. Back to center. Good. This time we're going to do a twist. We're going to pick up the front knee and we're going to hook the toe to the back and take a little twist and look behind. Squeeze the core muscles in. Good. Fold all the way down, exhale. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Hello body, the body may be speaking to you very loudly now. Exhale. Step or jump. Back. Take your down dog. Come through to your chaturanga, wave-like. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Squeeze the core. Exhale, press back. 3 rounds of breath in. And out. Heels slightly turned out. Soften the knees if you're finding that your back is rounding and making an M&M shape. In and out. Let's step the back leg through. Take your lunge. In. Take your forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Rolling up through the spine. Now taking your back leg, take the twist. Front arm. And then turn, squeeze, and look behind the back arm. Coming back to center, reach arms up. And take your little side bend, half moons. Exhale. Don't matter what direction, just go in one direction. Back to center. Squeeze those glutes, inside thigh, exhale to the side. Good, back to center. Now we're going to step out and we're going to take our warrior 2. So just again, maybe it's been a while since you've done this one. So get your hips and try and bring them forward. Chest, open up the arms. Check now your knee is not going inwards. Pull it back out so you're really using those inside thighs and zip up here. So again, just plant down. So your back foot's facing the long end of your mat and the front foot to your short end. Warrior 2. Again, looking down that front arm for a breath or two. Then slowly turn the head Just checking that your arms are not doing this. Good, but then going to lower down a few more inches, breathing into it. Take your reverse warrior, swing the front arm up and either wrap the back hand on the thigh or round. Drop it into two deeper. Looking up to that middle finger. Slowly straighten the front leg as we come to triangle. Glide your front hip over that thigh and then come down. Again, you could keep the block, not too deep, first session maybe of the year, so take your time. Keep pulling around and squeezing these core muscles in, then try and take a look at the floor, to the front or up. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, squeeze through back to your sun warrior. Good, slowly from here, bring your hands on your hips, toes forward. We're going to take that forward fold. Now just check if you're like me, my hips always go out of alignment, so I have to really watch to make sure my toes are in alignment. And I use my hands just to make sure that one hip is not bowing forward. Squeeze through the core, soften the knees slightly to help you down, breathe in. And exhale again, like we did at the beginning, halfway. Then when you're there, lengthen the back of the hands, straighten the legs and let the head surrender down. If there's any back issues, keep your knees bent and don't put any pressure. Don't use the head lower. Then going to turn the right foot towards the right corner and come to that low lunge position. Now many of you are going to just stay here. Some of you may be able to lift. You'll hear a bit of cricking and cracking and you'll want to push that knee slowly out. Some of you may even be able to take a challenge and balance. Strong in the groin, this one. And over the next few weeks, we'll slowly get our cardiovascular fitness up. We'll feel a bit more flexible. It does go quite quickly when we don't do much through Christmas. So we just work slowly to building it back up. Breathe in, take up back through center, back to your forward fold, but this time a bit narrower. So we'll narrow the forward fold. We'll then drop the bottom and come into kind of a Hindi squat if we can, or a high squat if we can't. Again, a little wobble side to side, just opening up into the hips, make it really nice, swiggling the toes. Breathe. And then gently back to forward fold. Widen out the legs again. Exhale. Turning the left foot towards the left corner. Slowly then walk your body weight across. Take your time. If this is too much, one side might be not as open as the other, so that's okay. Squeeze the core. Remember, not letting go of these core muscles. We'll be using those a little bit more or more intensely in a moment. Good. Coming back to Hindi squat. So walk your feet in, heel, toe, drop down. Okay, take a moment or two here. Breathe. Again, just giving yourself a moment just to look into heart center again. Thinking about the intentions day that you set. Remember, each day is a new beginning. We don't have to stick to the same intention. It might be today you want to feel more love or abundance or kindness. Now we're going to come up standing, but we're going to squeeze the glutes, the inside thigh, and do it really super slow. So we're going to go slowly up. Really slow. Push your hands together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hello, inside thighs and glute muscles. And then we're going to shake out. And we're going to just take a moment now just to release there. Just swing the hands around. So again, just turning on one heel. And again, just giving those kidneys a little bit of a slap. Yeah. Hello, kidneys, waking them up again. That chi energy. This is where our jing is stored, our vitality. It's nice to feel full of vitality at the beginning of a new year. Breathe. Good, and step back to the top of your mat. Take a moment or two here. In that mountain pose, relax the shoulders, you feel your tailbones tucked under, that lengthening through the crown of the head and tailbone. That core engagement, you're drawing that navel into spine, you're spreading out. So equally, big toe, second, third, and fourth pinky, outer heel. So we're going to do 4 more rounds of the vinyasa, but the harder part. And the option is if you just feel like you're a bit pooped, just take a child's pose. So we're going to inhale, push hips forward, take the back bend, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, fold. So a little bit more energy, a bit stronger section in the middle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Leave the lunge out now. Step or jump straight into your high plank. Lower down if you need to knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, nose, chin and chest. Squeeze the belly, stay low as the back's speaking to you. Exhale, push back and away. 3 rounds of breath. Now, if you don't want to do 3 rounds of breath and you want more cardio, inhale forward. And then exhale, push back. Now, you can do high plank if there's any back issues. Or you can do your up dog if you're feeling really flexible in that spine. And drop the pelvis and look up. And press back. 1 more. And you should really feel your heart rate kicking in here. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Take your exhalation. Inhale, don't go over the top on your first one, guys. Take your time. Exhale back. Inhale again, drop the belly. Lift the butt, inhale up. Take your side bend, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. This time take your baby cactus. You're going to look up. You're going to tuck the tailbone and squeeze the glutes really tight. Reaching up. Bring hands to center. Take a moment here. Inhale. And exhale. Just take the variations. Listen to the body if you need to. Inhale up. Good. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Step or jump, high plank. Option, chaturanga or cat-cow. Inhale up. Exhale back. Stay, pause 3 rounds or flow it out. You choose, or child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Well done, guys. Exhale. I know this is challenging. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward, step or jump. Take your exhalation. Hug in. Halfway lift. Inhale. Pull navel into spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Or flat back if you prefer. Take your half moon. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. We're halfway there, guys. Back to center. Bring hands back into heart. Connect. What brought you on the mat today? Breathe. And out. 2 more to go. Inhale up. Maybe back bend option here. Exhale, fold. Step or jump straight into your high plank. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, nose, chin and chest. Good. Use your knees if you need to. Exhale, down dog. Float, pause, or child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. So this is that little power section. Inhale. Early middle of the cobwebs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, look forward, step or jump. And then exhale, fold. Well done, guys. Inhale, halfway lift. We're nearly there. Exhale, fold. Turn in and up. Inhale. Take your half moon. Exhale. Just fluidly moving. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Baby cactus. Reach up. Hands to center. Take a moment there. Breathe. Feel the energy. Woo! In and out. And again, last one. Last power section, guys. Pull and squeeze. Good. Exhale all the way down. Halfway lift option, or you can keep that out. Good. Jump or step. Yep. Do a cat-cow if you want. Do your chaturanga. Meet us all up and down dog. Hold, float, or child's pose. Inhale. Exhale again. Remember, the wrists have got to get used to your body weight as well, so not too over them. Step back more with the heels. Good, last one. And now hold in your down dog. Drop down onto your knees. Got through the power bit. Take a moment there. Keep the arms in front all round. So if you want to just hug those heels for a moment and just roll into the head. You need a quick drink of water, just a couple of slurps, nothing too much. Take a moment then to roll up, sit in Caesar. Take a moment here. Coming back to that expansion and contraction. Breathing in. Good. Okay, then from here, we're going to come into our little Pilates section. So we're going to cross the ankles and lift the knees. Now, you may prefer just to have a little blanket or cushion, just to give you a bit more stability of the neck. So roll yourself down and just see if it helps stop your chin dropping in, just to give you a little bit of support there. Now, we've probably not done anything with our flat back or imprint of spine for a while. So just take the arms out to 45 degrees. Knees are up to the ceiling and hip distance. You have your squidgy ball. I know some of you have got that, or a block or a cushion in between the knees if they tend to knock together. Let's activate this inside thigh. Let's rock and roll the pelvis, imprint the spine, tilt the pelvis, pubic bone up, and then release. And then tilt. And then release. And tilt. And somewhere in the middle, hold here. Now, I really want you to suck your navel into spine. And this area from either side of the navel, the transverse abdominals are really contracted. And you're not going to let them go now. Lift your front leg off the floor. Imprint your spine. Now, feel the imprint. Keep it there. Lift your back leg. Shins are parallel. Maybe a little release of the shins, point and flex. Okay, now from here, we're not letting go of these core muscles. We're going to do toe taps or heel taps. Tap and return. Tap and return. So we exhale, out through the mouth, in through the nose. So the breathing's slightly different. Arms can come off the floor now. Relax the shoulders down. And if we're feeling ready and confident, we can take an opposite arm, opposite leg. Now remember, the back arm does not need to touch the floor. We want to just feel the corners of the shoulder blades. We want to make sure that the ribs stay connected so we're not splaring out at the ribs. So if you drop your arms back and you're lifting your upper back, then your arms are going too far back. Then we can add into this where we slide the leg away and we return it back. This is too much with the arms. Do it without the arms because it's been a while maybe since you've done any Pilates. Exhale. So remember, it's slow and controlled. Yeah, it's not about just throwing the arms and legs away from the center line. We really want to feel that connection and that control. Quality rather than quantity. If your hip flexors are screaming, then don't keep pointing your toes. Lead with your heel, push with your heel, and draw it back. 4 more. And 3. 2. And 1. Now bring your heels together, knees out. And we're going to take some like baby crunches now. So we're going to roll up, squeeze through, and lower back down. So exhale, squeeze, and back. Exhale, squeeze, and back. 2 more. Then we're going to take a little routine here. We're going to squeeze the knees together, squeeze them out for 4. In and out. squeeze, and out, one more. Then add our 4 crunches, and 2, more to go, 3, and 4. And again, squeeze the knees in, heels together out, and in. Getting a bit of inside thigh work and outside. Squeeze the resist opening, one more. Crunch up, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly come onto the side. So we're going to come into clam. So we're coming onto the side now. So you're going to want to make sure that your spine is nice and long. So having something under your head might feel quite nice, or having the arm underneath. I like to place it mine here. So we're going to stack the knees. Now we're going to try to see if we can just open and close with the bottom leg on the floor for the first 4. Good. So this gets really into that glute area, which hasn't maybe been worked for very long. Last one. And then we're going to lift the back heels and then lift the knee. So knees touch to the floor, heels touch. And squeeze. This is pretty hard. You'll only probably be able to do maybe 4 of these. Last one. Good. And then straighten the legs out. And then bring the knees in. Straighten the legs out while you're balancing. It's pretty hard on that bottom hip, so just try and get in a comfortable position. 2 more. Good. Last one. Good job. And you might want to just give that a little tap there. Now spin yourself over onto your bellies. We're going to do a little bit of lower back work. So take your moment there, and then we'll do the other side. Take a moment there, just to relax the shoulders away. Now we've got your activation of the glutes as we lift one leg and lower. Lift the back leg and lower. So you're now feeling that navel pushing into spine still. So you've got that core connection. And for some of you, this may be enough. Just working on that back strength. Option, you can take both legs and squeeze the glutes a bit tighter. But we're not forcefully lifting. There's no jerking. It's smooth with the breath. If anyone's feeling up for it, take your arms in front, come up onto the fingertips, and you can take an opposite arm, an opposite leg. And then you can do a double once you've done 4 of these. Lifting up and lowering down. Up. And then you can do your 4 fulls. See how you go. Squeeze and lower. Softening in the elbows, not over tightening into shoulders if the shoulders are tight. 2 more. Good, last one. Take a little roll there. You might just want to bend the knees and just swish side to side. Good, rolling onto the other side now. I'm going to roll onto the other side so you can see me clearly. Taking those clams. But you can just spin over because most of you know what you're doing with these anyway. So bring your knees together, stacked. Again, nice long body. Use your pillow or your cushion there to help you. And then just open and close. Okay, keep your hips stacked. Open and close. Use your hand in front if you like. This will help for the second one. Good. And then we'll lift the bottom, the knees, and then raise the heels. Drop the knees, lift, and down. So it's quite hard, this one. You know, you probably maybe get 2 or 4 out of these. Good, one more. Using that hand in front to support you, straighten out the legs. Bring it in. Push the heels out. Bring it in. 2 more. Good. Last one. And then gently spin back onto your back. Now, take whatever's under your head away. We're going to do some bridge work. So we don't want anything now under our head. If your ponytail's in your way, slowly move it out. Walk your heels up close towards your bottom. Take a rock and roll of the pelvis so we start in neutral. Breathe in. Good. Exhale. Now peel the lower back, the middle back, the upper back into the floor. Lift and hoist the hips, power down through the arms. Squeeze those glutes. Inhale at the top. Make sure the arms are not too close so you have no room to slowly peel the upper back, one vertebrae at a time. Middle back, lower back, reset, back to neutral, inhale. And again, exhale. Now some of you may be quite used to that one and you could have your arms lift up with you, or they could stay up as you roll up and down. Again, if this is too easy, roll up and you can take a march. You'll probably want your arms down for your march. Toe heel down without wobbling the hips, squeezing through the glutes, toe heel down, and then peel yourself back down. Try one more of those in whatever variation felt good for you. Not letting go. Peeling down. And then gently bring your knees into chest. Okay, we're going to come into some twists. So try and make sure you've got enough arm room. If you haven't, then just do like a hand man if you haven't. Squeeze through the core. Now, your easy option is to keep your heels on the floor, take your knees across. If you're feeling confident and there's no back issues, then you can roll across, peeling that back shoulder down. And again, come back to center. And then gently peel the other way. Okay, now we're going to place the legs down and drop the knees to the side. Now, if you've got any back issues, try not to split your knees apart. It will be just a bit too intense on that SI joint. Take the top leg now and hook it round, and we'll come into more like of the outer hip, and you can even hold onto that area there or just relax. You may even want to turn the head and look the opposite way, so that outer hip, a little bit more of a deeper twist, bit into the piriformis, into the glute area. Breathing down into the belly. Use your core muscles to slowly bring your legs back to center, reset, rock and roll the pelvis, take a little release. Okay, take your twists now. When you're ready, don't rush. Slowly to the back. One side maybe needing something slightly different. So a little lighter maybe on this side. Listen to the body. Pinning down now that front shoulder, so there's that lovely twist going on. Lift up the back heel so you can take your little reverse supine pigeon twist. Even look down that front arm. Slowly then use your core muscles to bring everything back to center. Take a little hug there for a moment and a little massage side to side. So just really get into those SI joints, a little wobble, a little circular movement. How are they feeling? Especially if you've been already this morning or all week, all since the new year, just crouched over your desk. Just give that a little bit of love. Yin practice on Wednesday night will really help as well. When you're ready, we're going to come out to forward fold. Roll up. We're going to stretch the legs out in front. Again, some of you may want to sit on that blanket. Just move the seating pads out of the way. Take a moment there, inhale. Bend the knees lots if you're very tight like me in the lower back, then exhale. Getting more about the length of the spine from tailbone to crown of head. Then once you've got that, then you might be able to get your knees a little closer to the floor, yeah? If not, just stay here. A moment or two there. if you're like me, doing a little bit more yangy things in the gym, walking, running, cycling, and your calves and hamstrings are super tight, just do this with a yin mindset. It will really help. We're then going to lean back and take a counter pose. So the option here is reverse table. One foot, other foot close to your bottom. You're going to make sure your fingertips are facing the direction of your toes. Breathe in. And some of you can do this with a straight leg. Exhale, peel your bottom up. Now you can stay where you are, or you can drop your head back if there's no neck issues. Push your toes down. Draw your chin into chest. Peel yourself down. Take a moment there then just to stretch the whole body. Big, 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 big stretch. Point the fingertips and toes. And then just giving yourself a few moments in Savasana or seated meditation. Take a moment now just to observe the body. How is the body responding to the movement, to the breath, to the energy you've just filled it up with? Notice all those sensations. And take a moment just to pause, to reflect back on that intention that you set. Maybe repeating it now 3 times. Take a moment just to draw that feeling of relaxation up through the toes, over the knees and thighs, the lower back, middle back, upper back, neck and shoulders. And as you exhale, that letting go of any last little niggle, tension, negative talk, or doubt. Drawing in that feeling of positive energy of love and abundance. Connecting with that inner smile on that inhale breath. And as we exhale, just giving ourselves permission to leave on the mat what no longer serves, what's not needed for the rest of our day. Inhale and sigh out now. And then just allow the body just to be in this space, this perfect moment of peace and tranquility. As we inhale now, take a big stretch of the body, a wiggle of fingertips and toes. Take a big hug, give yourselves a big, big hug. You made it on the mat. Yeah, it's a great way to start the week, even if you're catching up. Well done for carving out some time for you. Rolling onto your side, sitting up. And you can sit here, contemplate, you can journal. You can just take a few more moments if you have time in your day, just to enjoy this feeling. Thank you for joining me. I'm Jackie. Happy Monday. Namaste.